Hello everybody, good morning, welcome back or welcome to It's a Small Vlog, and today we got Hunter and Jessica here and we're going to be doing another challenge. It's not going to be teams though this time, it's just going to be a group effort, and in case it weren't obvious enough by the thumbnail, we're going to be doing a roller coaster challenge here at the parks today. So there are a total of 9 roller coasters here at Walt Disney World, 1 at Animal Kingdom, 2 at Hollywood Studios, 1 at EPCOT, and 5 at Magic Kingdom. It's gonna be a tough one today, but I think we got it. And really quick before we start, I wanted to ask Hunter, what is your favorite roller coaster on Disney property?
Rock and roller coaster. Of course, I haven't gone to the ones like overseas or anything, but between the ones in California and here, definitely rock and roller coaster.
That makes sense. I mean, it is one of the fastest, and I think it actually just turned 25 years old.
I think that was last week.
Yeah, so it's lived its legacy over at Hollywood Studios. And now, Jessica, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm assuming you're probably going to say the same thing.
Yes.
I mean, as you should.
Again, never been to the parks overseas, but Rock and Roller Coaster was the roller coaster that got me into roller coasters. Like, if you know me, I'm a huge coaster pussy. So.
Yes, you are. And also for context, I actually did go on that for the first time 2 weeks ago, after years of her trying to get me on it. So I will be going on that today, which will be good. As far as my favorite roller coaster, respectfully, it's not Rock and Roller Coaster. Maybe one day it will be. I'm an oldie but goodie. I'm gonna have to say Space Mountain. I know it's bumpy, but it's just very nostalgic. I have a lot of memories from it, and I take a lot of pride in knowing that Walt Disney World has the original. So I'm gonna go with Space Mountain. If it weren't obvious enough, we're at Animal Kingdom, and we're gonna start with Everest. And the other part of our challenge is that we're not using our own vehicles. We're only using Walt Disney World transportation. So after this, we are going to attempt to park hop to Hollywood Studios and then probably head over to EPCOT because we do have our Guardians virtual queue. So we'll keep you updated throughout the day. Heading over to Everest right now. And look at Everest on this beautiful morning. Isn't she a beauty? All right, so heading towards Everest, fun facts. I want to give some fun facts for each ride. So, this coaster, manufacturer is Vekoma, and it opened on April 6th, or April 7th, 2006, and it was announced back in 2003 for the park's 5th anniversary. And then height-wise,
now, a lot of people think Everest is the tallest thing in the park. It's not, but not by much. Because Everest is 199 feet 6 inches, but Tower of Terror is 199 feet 11 inches.
Exactly, and in case you didn't know, all of the structures on Disney property, if you're at 200 feet or over, you have to put a little blinking red light on the top for airplanes and stuff. So that's why almost all of the structures on Disney property, especially the attractions, are under 200 feet. All right, 10 minutes for Everest. Sweet.
First one on my list. Oh, you're
Okay, we just got done with Everest. 1 coaster down, only 8 more to go. We got this. It is 8:39 right now, so we're just gonna leave the park and we're gonna park up to Hollywood Studios, assuming our method goes right. I'm not gonna say what that is just yet. I'll tell you when we get there. We have a plan because the park hopping buses don't actually start until 10:30. Obviously, we can't wait that long. So I will let you know once we are at Hollywood Studios, or once we're off the bus park hopping to Hollywood Studios, and what time it is when we get there. Update, it's just after 9 o'clock, and this was our plan. We took a bus to the boardwalk. Obviously, we were the only ones on the bus, exiting Animal Kingdom at 8:45 in the morning. This is the closest resort in proximity to Hollywood Studios. We can just simply walk there. And then once we get there, we'll probably do Slinky Dog Dash, unless it's maybe a really long wait. Maybe we'll do Rock and Roller Coaster first. I don't know. We will see. But we're at the boardwalk, and I will check in once we get to the studios. All right, we are at Hollywood Studios. We looked at the wait times. We are gonna head over to Rock and Roller Coaster first, just because it's a shorter wait, and we can also single ride it. So we didn't use single rider for Everest, but we are going to use single rider for Rock and Roller Coaster, just because it's gonna be a lot shorter, and we are on crunch time today. So some fun facts about Rock and Roller Coaster. The manufacturer, just like Everest, is also Vekoma. You will find that a lot of the coasters that I'm going to talk about today are manufactured by Vekoma. It opened on July 29th, 1999, so it recently just celebrated its 25th anniversary. Some of the original rock bands that they were going to use were actually not Aerosmith. The original one was going to be the Rolling Stones. Then other bands that were considered were Kiss and Queen. But ultimately, Aerosmith was chosen because Disney already had a contract with them, and Aerosmith is a great band, right? Another fun fact is that Rock and Roller Coaster top speed is 57 miles per hour. So it takes the second place spot for being the fastest coaster on property, just under Tron, which is exactly 60 miles per hour. All right, here we are, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No. Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Yeah.
Wait
a minute. I love that idea.
All right, we just got off of Rock and Roller Coaster. We did single rider. Jessica was right. I've never done single rider on that ride. It's just like a hit or miss, unfortunately. But it said an hour, and we only waited 35. So like, it worked, I guess. Yeah, it could be a lot worse. So we're headed over to Slinky Dog Dash now. We did Aerosmith first because earlier, what did Slinky Dog Dash say?
75.
And now it says 70. So it did go down by 5 minutes. I mean, we got to do it. And then once we're done, we're going to take the Skyliner over to EPCOT. I'm really hoping that Slinky doesn't take us too long, especially because it's really hot. But I guess we'll see. I will check back in when we're over at Toy Story Land. All right, so Slinky Dog Dash. I don't have a ton of fun facts for this one, but I will tell you that it did open on June 30th, 2018, along with the rest of the land. I was actually here on opening day. Obviously, that was well before I started vlogging, but that's always a core memory that I hold close to me. This ride, Aerosmith and Everest were manufactured by Vekoma. This one is not. This one is Mack Rides, which not a lot of Disney coasters are manufactured by Mack Rides, but this one is. So just thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, so currently the wait time says 70, which isn't terrible. I've seen it worse. So just as long as it's not as long as when we waited, Hunter, that last time, we waited 100 minutes. So even if this is like an hour, I'd be okay with that. So I guess we'll see. We just got done with Hollywood Studios. Slinky Dog Dash, it says 70. It took an hour. Like, not bad, right? Everything today has just been like not bad. Like the wait times could be better, but they could also be a lot worse, right? So we're heading over to EPCOT to go ride Guardians. We all had different boarding groups. Hunter got a really early one. He got group 17. I got group 48, which just got called like 10 minutes ago. Jessica's is, what is
67, not 68, somewhere.
I thought it was 64. I don't know, it's in the 60s. So by the time we get there, if it hasn't been called already, we should be very close to it getting called. Once we're done with EPCOT, which hopefully Guardians shouldn't take too long, we will head over to Magic Kingdom, which is where we're gonna be for the majority of the day.
20 minutes later.
All right, we made it to Epcot, and it's 12:15 right now, so we're walking over to Guardians. So Hunter's group has passed, but obviously he'll be let in. Mine, I believe, is still active, and then Jessica's, the app says we have like another 30 minutes until it gets called, but like we're all just gonna go on, so hopefully they'll let her in maybe just a little bit early. Obviously we're not gonna get to Magic Kingdom by 1, but I'm not too concerned about that because for the past like month or two, ever since Tiana's has been open, the virtual queue for Tron at Magic Kingdom has stayed open a pretty long time after it's been called at 1, because there are 2 virtual queues at Magic Kingdom. And naturally, because it's hot out and because Tiana's is the new attraction, most people are gonna try and get that one. So it's kind of dividing up the demand, and it's making it easier to get the Tron group. So, fun facts about this one. Unlike Slinky Dog Dash, that one was Mack Rides. We're back on the Vekoma train. No pun intended. But this one is manufactured by Vekoma. It opened on May 27th, 2022. In fact, I was here on opening day, so if you want to go watch that video, it's one of my earlier ones, kind of rough around the edges, but I will leave a card in the top right hand corner of the screen. And this one has a lot of firsts. So not only was it EPCOT's very first roller coaster, not thrill ride, very first roller coaster, it's also Disney's first storytelling roller coaster with the Omnimover technology. It is Disney's first coaster with a backwards launch. It is the first Marvel attraction here at Walt Disney World, and it is one of the longest fully enclosed roller coasters in the world. So this one's a lot of firsts, which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, it's an amazing ride. We are heading there right now, right in front of the building. Beautiful, beautiful building. RIP Universe of Energy, but that's okay. So, Guardians might cut us some slack today, which is good, because as of right now, we're just moving steadily along, and I think we're gonna get pretty far in the queue, which is great. Also, this is just a beautiful queue. Look at this. Beautiful queue. So I don't really think it should take us too long to get to the first pre-show, which is great.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Nova Prime Irani Real, commander of the Nova Corps. On behalf of all Xandarians, I hope you have enjoyed exploring the wonders of Xandar.
Okay, so we're about to board. That was a very, very quick wait. We waited 6 minutes to get to the pre-show, which was awesome. So I wanted to take this time very quickly to tell you that both me and Jessica are praying for Conga. That is all that we want. We just want Conga.
19 months since I've heard Conga.
It's been over a year for me. I mean, honestly, I'd be happy with any song, just as long as it's not one way or another. Because I've gotten that song 8 times. I really, really, really want Conga, but we probably won't get it. Well, disappointed. Literally, I mean, even if we didn't get Conga, I would have been fine with any other song. Anyone from the 6. But no, we got one way or another. For the, I mean, for the 9th time, I would have been fine with any other song except that one. But we got it. Oh my goodness. So my new plan is I'm just going to start manifesting it so that way I don't get it. Oh my goodness. I'm convinced the other songs just don't exist anymore. It's 1:04, so obviously we're not at Magic Kingdom. Not really too worried. And then we will hitch a ride on the monorail, and it might be a while before I check back in again. Okay, so we're at Magic Kingdom. Also, all the Halloween decorations are up, which is great. Current time is 1:54, so we got here about 15 minutes ago. We had a bit of a heart attack. We got here 40 minutes after the park, and as I've been saying for the past like 2 months, ever since Tiana's has been open, we've had nothing but good luck getting this virtual queue. I've been able to get it like an hour and a half to 2 hours after it's released. We get in, there's no virtual queue available. So I'm like, okay, what do we do now? We look on the app, there's no lightning lane available. Oh my goodness, what are we doing for Tron? So I'm like, all right, well, I guess our only best bet is maybe we can see if somebody at Guest Relations can help us out. Thank God I want to put in a cast compliment for Josh. Where is Josh from? Vieira, I think, I don't know where that is. But Josh from Vieira at Magic Kingdom Guest Relations was able to get us a lightning lane. I have never been happier to pay for a ride in my whole life. I know that I said at the beginning of the video we weren't going to do lightning lane. Obviously, I was not expecting for this to happen, but desperate times call for desperate measures. He got us a lightning lane. We did all pay for it. It's all good, and our time is at 3:45. So we're gonna go eat some lunch at Pinocchio's and then maybe squeeze in one of the coasters before. If it's any, it's probably gonna be Barnstormer, but we'll see. All right, we are currently eating at Pinocchio Village House, and a little hack that I basically just learned today. There's no seating inside because it's very crowded inside. There is a little outdoor seating area on top right here that you can get to from the outside or the inside. And it's nice and shaded, and you get this beautiful view of Fantasyland, and it's really picturesque and pretty. We had a nice chill lunch. We sat in the shade, chilled out. I think we all really needed that. It's hot today. Our Tron Lightning Lane is not for another hour, so obviously we would like to do something before then. So we're thinking that Space Mountain is reading 60 minutes, and it's right next to Tron, and it's hot out, and it is indoors, like the entire queue line pretty much. So we're thinking we might just head over there and just bear the hour line, because even if it is accurate, by the time we get off of it, it should be time for our Tron Lightning Lane, and it's hot out, so I'm not gonna mind just standing in an air-conditioned line. Okay, so passing by the Barnstormer, it says it's 40 minutes. Does this look like a 40-minute line to you? No, it doesn't. We're just walking right in. Wow, that was such a long 40-minute wait.
Hey Jess, are you scared? Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Whoa, look how high up we are, guys. Oh no, hang on. Oh no. Whoa! Let's go! Whoa, that was amazing.
That was so much fun. Guys, that was awesome. That was awesome, guys. Wow, we got on and off of that so quickly. I didn't even do like the little fun fact thingy. I guess there's not really a ton of fun facts for this one because it's a kiddie coaster. But this ride did open on October 1st, 1996 with the original, what used to be Mickey. It was Mickey's Birthday Land, and then Mickey's Starland, and then Mickey's Toontown Fair. But then it was rethemed in 2012 to what it is now, which is Storybook Circus. And then for the manufacturer, you're not going to believe this, but
It's Vekoma. It's just like Guardians, just like Rock'n'Roller Coaster, and just like Everest.
And Tron, right?
And Thunder.
Yeah, and is Mine Train one too?
Yes, Mine Train's also Vekoma.
Yeah. So I'm just like, wow.
What a difference in quality, am I right?
It's pretty amazing. But yes, the Barnstormer is manufactured by Vekoma.
Later.
Sorry for not checking in. We had a bit of a change of plans. We finished Barnstormer. We were going to go over to Space Mountain, and the line was out the door, and it said 90. So we're like, nope, we're not doing that. Let's just find something to kill time, because the other two coasters are also a long wait. So Jessica and Hunter hadn't seen the Country Bear Musical Jamboree yet, so we headed over to Frontierland, went to go see that. It's 3:45 right now, so we're heading back into Tomorrowland. What did you guys think?
I thought it was really cute.
I really like it. Did you have a favorite part at all?
I really like Try Everything, honestly.
Yeah,
I
Try Everything was good.
Segment.
Yeah, how about you, Hunter?
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would too.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part was your favorite part too, the violins.
Yeah, that one, I just think it's so funny with the burning, or with the fiddle smoking in the middle of it. It's just a fun gag. So it's a fun show. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I very much enjoy it. And yeah, so that's what we did to kill some time, and now we're gonna head on Tron. And then once we're done with this, we only got 3 coasters left, so we're almost done. All right, so heading towards Tron, a few fun facts for you. Not surprisingly, the manufacturer, for Tron is Vekoma. This attraction opened here at the Magic Kingdom pretty recently. It opened on April 4th, 2023, so last year. As many of you know, this ride took forever to build, but it's okay because it's open. And as many of you also know, the ride actually originated in Shanghai Disneyland, which opened in the summer of 2016. And this ride does hold the record for the fastest roller coaster on Disney property, with its 60-mile-per-hour launch just above Rock and Roller Coaster. But it is the fastest one. I mean, just look at that. Such a fun ride.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Update time. How long did that take? That took that maybe 15-ish minutes. I'll say it's still debatable if that was worth 20 bucks, but we did it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It saved us a lot of time because that virtual queue line looked really long and it's really hot. We got 3 more coasters left. Space Mountain, I don't know what's going on with Space Mountain today. We're about to pass it. It is at 105 right now, and the line is out the door, so that is a no bueno right now. And Mine Train is sitting at 85 last we checked, which is interesting that that's less than Space Mountain. Thunder's sitting at 40. Unfortunately, it's all the way at the other side of the park, and it is the hottest queue line, but like, we might as well just do it, because even if it goes up, it's gonna beat Mine Train and Space. I mean, just look at this. It was worse earlier, I feel like. Was it worse earlier? I feel like it might have been. But yeah, so we're gonna go to Big Thunder and then maybe we'll come back over here. All right, looking at the line, it says 45. It is kind of zigzagging out, but I think we'll be okay. Just a few fun facts. So the manufacturer for this is somebody who no longer exists. They're called Aerodynamics, which is also the same manufacturer for Space Mountain. More on that later. And this attraction originated at Disneyland. It opened up here September 23rd, 1980. And it's so popular that it not only was duplicated here, but it was also duplicated in Paris, which is arguably the best one, and Tokyo, right? Yeah, Tokyo. So it is at 4 Disney parks. We got 2 more left. We're almost there. Current time is just after 5:30. We're heading to Space Mountain. I mean, Mine Train and Space Mountain are both longer than we would like. Mine Train, we passed by, it said 75 and it was extending outside. Space Mountain says 70. So we're just gonna go do that because it is indoors. I'm just hoping that it's not zigzagging outside. Otherwise, if we gotta wait 70, like, we'll wait 70. It's indoors, it should be okay. Fun fact was, so Space Mountain also manufactured by Aerodynamics. This ride is almost 50 years old actually. It was not an original attraction, but it opened on January 15th, 1975 as Walt Disney World's first ever roller coaster. So this is the original roller coaster at Walt Disney World. This was the first roller coaster fully controlled by computers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and yes, in the world, which is pretty crazy. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's also the oldest operational roller coaster in the state of Florida as of today. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I can't think of any exceptions offhand.
I think that's everything for Space Mountain. Yeah, I want to say that's everything. So, very interesting. Again, Aerodynamics is a company that no longer exists. And yes, but as we mentioned earlier, they manufactured this one, and then Disneyland's Thunder, Vekoma, was ours.
Sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops. For a safe space flight, you should hit the pedal and
you're clear for more. But that's it, when it comes down to nothing else, perhaps
Okay, in Space Mountain. So it said 70, we ended up waiting about 60. So the wait times have been fairly accurate today. So we obviously have 1 more left, which is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I haven't even looked at the wait time. I don't even want to look at it because we got to do it. We're almost done and it's 6:50 right now, so we'll get it done. Educated guesses on how long Mine Train's gonna be.
Somewhere between 70 and 80.
All right. What is your guess for Mine Train's wait time?
Let's see. Around this time, I guess 75 or 80.
75 or, yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna say it's gonna read 80, but it's gonna be closer to like 65 or 70. Something like that. I don't know. Well, it's wrapping outside and it says 90. How epic is this? Okay, so final fun facts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Vekoma again, right?
Yep.
All right, Vekoma. And this attraction opened May 28th, 2014, I believe, because it just recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary, which is crazy because I remember this attraction being under construction. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
They had like little windows where you could like see in through the construction. It was pretty crazy. And then I guess my fun fact for this one is that if you guys remember Snow White's Scary Adventures, that's where Princess Fairy Tale Hall is located right now, the animatronics that are present at the end of the ride in the cottage scene are actually reused from the former Snow White Scary Adventures. So they're not the greatest, but it's just kind of like some cool piece of memorabilia that they were able to recycle into this.
I think
so that's
the
cool.
crows from the top of the chain lift are.
Yeah, yes, those two. When you're going up that first lift hill, the two vultures, I think, are also from the ride as well. I'm gonna start a timer and it says 90. I'm gonna guess maybe 80,
right.
75 to 80. It could be right. I just hope it's not more. All right, update 30 minutes in. Oops. And we are just entering the covered portion of the ride. So that's okay. I will say though, it's been a lot more bearable waiting in this queue line because it has cooled down substantially. We did it. We did it. Oh my God. We did it. It is 8:40 right now. When did we get in line for that? Like just after 7 o'clock, I think.
I think 6:45ish.
Something like that. So it broke down for like 5 minutes and it came to a 95-minute wait. You tell me whether or not that was worth it. For our intents and purposes, it was. If we didn't have that delay, that 90-minute wait would have been extremely accurate, which is surprising. I thought it might have been a little bit less, but the lightning lane was just... wow, there was a ton of people, even walking out.
Lightning lane was backed up practically to the entrance. I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
I don't think I have either. Regardless, it is a beautiful night. It feels great out right now. We're gonna go do the outro at our, secret little location that we like. And then we are going to leave because the fireworks start in about half an hour. So we would like to get out of here before those start. Okay. It's 8:45. That was a long day, but we did it. We prevailed. We had a little bit of a scare in the afternoon, but we did it. I really didn't want to use lightning lane, but we had to, and it's okay, right? We got it done. I will say the long line for Space Mountain and Mine Train at the end of the day definitely balanced out the super short waits that we had this morning for Everest and then for Barnstormer, Tron, and Guardians, because we got really lucky with those. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe we'll do another challenge of sorts like this, and if you did, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, check me out on Instagram as well. And what about you? Out of all of the roller coasters that we did today, which one is your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments below. We have a very beautiful evening. My name is Bobby. This is Jessica and Hunter. We did our roller coaster challenge. It's possible. Have a magical day. Bye.
Bye-bye.